Hi there. This is my English speaking practice, and I'm talking about my personal development. And I have been broadcasting for 1 month, so I'd like to review the my broadcast. And yeah, this broadcast is for English practice, so I needed to review my phrases I asked AI before. And um, I need to improve my way to speak. I use a lot of filler words, so I'd like to improve it, and I asked AI to improve, and I have to use these words uh, for natural links of sentences. Yeah. And is these are reaction words. Um, yeah, right, right. And this is linkers. And yes, makes sense. Makes sense. And thinking or transition. Let me think. What I mean is, the point is, I'm not sure, but here's the thing. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Okay. So from now, I try to use these words during broadcasting, and this is a list of phrases I asked AI to translate Japanese into English. There are 60 phrases. So let's take a look at. These three fears are unique to each brother. It's a bit counterintuitive. Intuitive. Prerequisite knowledge. Prior knowledge. It's a templated code. It's a past midnight. I learned a lot of new things yesterday. Mechanism. I will write as ideas comes to mind. The project code generated by this library is based on Cloudflare workers. I want to enrich the documentation. I need to get certified. This project doesn't need any changes. I belong to the Linux team at work. It's a paid service. It should be copyrighted. These are probably the only things that need to be fixed. These are probably the only things that need to be fixed. Reduced to the value to 1/10. My thoughts have come together. My thoughts have come together. This value cannot be exceeded. It's no longer necessary. It's like adding a turbo to a vehicle. The room's light bulb burned out. since it's a good stopping point, I'll finish here. I think the implementation is completed. That should be about it. I will hand draw a diagram and have AI process it. Convenient, useful phrases. And these phrases are older than this in a corresponding relationship. Block invalid requests. Remainder. Follow my intuition. Not linked. Worth explaining. Rewarding to explain. Reward. Sold by New West. A long time ago. Depends on. Be depended on by. Try to hold on to first place. Insert logs. Deliberately take second place. Directly lead to victory. Interest calculation tests. Run all tests just in case. I'll start with that. Let's do that first. Align variable names. Place it in the same line. Either way is fine. Previous value, preceding value. I want to place it on the right side. Aim for comeback, go for reverse. Fundamental theory, basic principles. You just need to change the flag. Any name is fine. Player's turn. Test related to alliance. Penalty will be imposed. I haven't thought it through yet. Okay. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I think I have improved my English speaking skills compared with me before, compared with me a month ago. So I will continue practicing. Yeah, and that's it. So today I'm gonna work on the creating tools, and I have been thinking about the templated project, and yesterday I was refactoring browser project. This is for the client side project, and I have introduced the library ZooStand, which is for the management of client state. And today, in this morning, I have finished the refactor, and and so let me explain it. These are the restructured directories, and there is store and hooks. Store is used for storing the data or state, and this uses the ZooStand. And hooks is abstraction layer to access the data, and this hooks is most important. And yeah, exploring game state and um, these fields are processed these fields need to be processed. Yeah, like this field is can be calculated from game state. These informations in the game state but need to be calculated. So in this hooks, the calculate like this and explore it. Yeah. The game state is extracted from extracted like this, and which is from raw message. Raw message is just storing data which comes from WebSockets. So use WebSocket store like this and processing it and converting it into game state and processing game state and converting it into these values. Yeah, and this is this two directory about management of states, and pages and components are used for the UI, rendering UI. Pages is literally pages. And in the game page, there are layout components and basically layout components. And in the game layout, it composes game components, and game components are here. Like this. So make it organized and easy to understand. So I'm satisfied with this structure. So I finished refactoring about browser. So from now I want to work on core module and server-side module. These are related. Okay. Core and server modules tight coupling. So I want to refactor these two modules at the same time, and actually in this morning I was working on refactoring like this, and I've decided the structure where it is. Uh, yeah, here I have decided structure, and regarding core module, this module is used at both of server side and client side. So basically the code in this module is needed to be used for both modules. On the other hand, difficult to pronounce. On the other hand, the code which is not used for client side, it should be defined in server side module. Yeah. So I have decided structure based on the concepts. Okay, so to make sure it works, I need to refactor and test it. So now I'm modifying the structure and cause. Yeah. Here is game 1, which is selfish core module, and I checked out new branch and I'm modifying it, and game and lib and logic and rules. Yeah, lib and logics and specs and API and game. Yeah. And in lib modules, we can define the interface and types to define game rules like this. Yeah, and this interface is most important. The developer is supposed to implement based on this interface. But I want to make a change a little bit. I want to improve it. And logics and so basically Let me think. How to start to work on and regarding server side. Yeah. Yeah. How to Okay, so game interface and types and important interfaces is defined in this file, but the not important types like this should be defined in this file, I think. So let's move to important but need to export. I see. Like this, but I want to improve and for example, game state is like this, currently like this. Game parameters this is used at the lobby room. The player who created the room can update the game parameters, but this information is included in game logic state. So I think how to design it, game parameters, game logic states. But I wanted to rename it. Game parameters is Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. But okay, I want to improve, but now I focus on the generating the codes. So I don't change it for now. Okay, so I will go with this. Mm. But this is only here I want to change. And in the export type game seed interface. Like this. Hmm. I don't know how it goes, but mm, uh, in my assumption, the code would be like this, and game and live and logics and rules can remove rules. I need to move rules to server side module. So check out new branch and yeah. rules or not rules. It's not rules. It's like a framework. How to say framework or engine or flow. How to say. But rules is okay because the interface name is game rules. So game rules. So rules is not bad. Okay. So in the server side, index.ts, this exports game rule. This is implements game rule. Yeah. This implements game rule, and I want to separate files to define each functions, like this initialize game state. Join room. Start again. Generate tasks. Prioritize tasks. Do tasks private. I want to change the name. Join room start game, and game parameters is owner and joiner, which is this function is needed. I thought it can be removed. Create room is when the player create a room, this function is called, so I think can be merged. Initialize game logic state. Initialize game state. Join room, start game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yes. Like this, and so do tasks into tasks. How to how should I go about this task? How to go about this? Before taking on server-side module, I need to fix this module and publish it, because server-side depends on this module. So let me think about game parameters is like this. Game seed interface, initialize game state, joins start game. Yeah. And to publish this module, I can how to basically this is a templated code, so I can remove the specific code, existing specific code. So basically in logics the code would be deleted, but regarding for UI like this can be reusable. This is reusable, so I will create a directory. Helper for UI can be reusable. Bold is specific, efficiency specific, math, general code, missions rate, requiring wrap. This is also helper. Snapshot. Okay, so I will create delete and yeah. Game settings, ls and res. Game settings. Game settings is defined in the logical state. So game logic state. Like this, okay. And for example, like this. Okay. Game lib and logics. And lib logics API game. I see. And rules can be removed. I want to remove this, but regarding this, okay. These codes are moved to server side. Can I move this directory by GUI? Let me try. Let's rename. Name temporary name. And server. Oh, great. made it, and delete this. Okay, and the constant is okay. I see. Constant is should be moved to game seed. So I need to copy the let me let me do this task first. And this is a dev game library, which is like this, and I have decided I I don't use this library, but the code is used, and this code is already moved to here, and I want to this and dev game and this helpers. Yeah, that's all. So I have moved all of this code, so I can close this window. Okay, so this simulator is not needed to be defined here. This is used in the server side, so, and also this is for testing, so this file should be specs and simulate. Like this. Yeah, and to import constants, I should define the constants in game seed, and the constants is moved to here, so I will copy, paste it, and how to make it structured. Um, for example, these constants mm, how to how to how to organize, and this is the interface and can be switched. The implementations can be switched. So for example, get market positions like this. How to define uh, maybe I think like this and like this and like this. Yeah, and I can remove this. So I need to define the property like this and then add values in the default game seed, and basically this object is used for initializing game state. Yeah. So that makes sense. So, like this. I can remove here. Initialize. How to time minutes period, load time second bottom. Oh. Board size. Yeah. So I can default time limit. Yeah. Can remove here mining resource. Vehicle costs, vehicle movement ranges, initial player state. System messages. Mining resource, vehicle cost, vehicle movement ranges, initial player state. Yeah. We can remove this resource multiplier. Mining efficiency. Yeah, the next is mining efficiency. Exchange rate. Nice. Exchange rate settings. Exchange rate. Drop costs and interest levels. Let's define. Sync possibility, mission possibility. Nice. 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 Okay. 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 I can define the interface and default value. So default time limit is import default game seed. But yeah. Should I separate constant and game seed? Game seed is a data for initializing game state, but the constant is, let me default time limit. Okay, yeah, it's no problem. No problem. No problem to do that. Okay. Games, leave logics. Game, leave logics, specs. Yeah. Basically, can remove, and I'm hungry. Yeah, I need to generate calls by OpenAPI. So I should define the schema here or here. And where is the OpenAPI .yaml file? It's here. So copy and paste, copy and paste, and yeah, to generate I needed to define the dependency in the core module. This is a dependency, this is a dev dependency. Game 1. Like this. Like this. Like this. npm install. And to generate schema.openapi.yaml and output directory is source API. Let me do it. Yeah, code is generated and exported. This code is used at client side and server side as well. So API and game, live, and logic and specs. Okay. This mm. Be launching. Yeah. I needed to improve the codes, but mm, I finished for now. And I want to change the module name. This is a template. The project name is templated core module version 1. And def game is removed. Right? Yeah. That's it. I'd like to publish, but to test it, I want to generate code by tool at first. So can I copy to templated code? So Bodoge Builder, the core. So I remove node modules and copy the templates project. Oh, the directory is changed. Okay, selfish game. Yeah, and let's take a look at Bodoge Builder. Game 1 is copied, so I changed the name. Yeah. Remove this and change name core. API and game, leave logic specs. Nice. Yeah. And move on server side. Server like this. And event handler, task handler, specs, index, and rules. Yeah, we can remove this. directories like rules, event handler, task handler. Move. Move. How about these? Yeah, this is generate tasks. Constants is also moved. Index not needed. Initializer means initialize game state. Result. End game is in the do tasks. Do tasks. Do task function. Prioritize private. Prioritize. And currently I don't use private. Yeah, and they needed to export game rule object, but yeah, like this. So I can remove this file. Task executor is used in the do tasks. Yeah. How about from server? This is this should be in the task handler, and I'm thinking about this into task result. This is the layer for converting task result. Task result is related to UI state because it expecting next tasks and specifying the UI. Specify. The next task is related to the UI, so this process should be in the task result. and then how to process it. This module depends on the core module, so I need to update dependencies here. Unless I do it, I cannot modify these errors. So have to okay, so I will go with this copy to templated code. Yeah, and CP servers, Bodoge builder, move to trash and CP I missed. I made a mistake. I messed up. Messed up. I messed up. Yeah. Let me remove this and this. Yeah. Wrangler can be removed. Okay, so I have prepared 3 modules to create board game. So for now, I'm generate a template project. Yeah, the name is Game2. Generated directory. Yeah, created and and I'm working on this directory and update calls and modify and remove errors and yeah, and then copy to templated code. So first of all, let me open projects Bodoge Builder generated Game2. Yeah. The git file is copied, so I want to remove and first of all, in the task file, yeah, let me build core. I need to install, so Mm, let me reopen it. Why the Git is recognized? Oh. Hmm. Okay. And I install the dependencies for each modules, and let me build core. Yeah. Yeah, def game is not used. So this is right. It's huh? Really? Leave slash types. Yeah. So let me grep. D dot. This. Requiring. Okay, nice. So I'm able to build and npm link. This is for linking to modules such as server and browser. yeah, so the name is templated core. So but yeah, this should be embedded when the code is generated. So I want to change here, and here is the how to embed it. I have removed examples. So let me see the implementation of the project and the name. In my memory, yeah, like this. This is the placeholder, so I can use this as a placeholder, and I want to replace it. Yeah, this is so bothering. How to update template projects, because if I copy the project, this information return to back, so I cannot copy. But how to test it, I need to run this code. So this should be replaced to actual value. This is difficult. But yeah, so that this should be embedded. So I will change. Here is AI suggest correctly. is home. And in here I have build core, so let me install all and reflect the core module, templated core, is linked to server side and client side, and maybe npm run check will fail. Task install all. Yeah, as expected, there are a lot of errors. So, but the link is successful. So let's open the server side. This is server side. Yeah, let's open the server side project and fix the errors. But I want to take a break, so I will finish this broadcast. Thank you for watching.